Hello again, welcome to week 4 of the quiz. Nothing much changed this week, so I'll just dive in with explaining what's going to happen. So as always, we'll start with last week's scores. I'll move on to the overall scores of how everybody's done so far. Then we've got 30 questions split into 6 rounds. First round this week will be flags. Second round, 2016. Third round, children's TV and film. Fourth round, food and drink. Fifth round, science and nature. Sixth round is going to be music, and obviously I will be going through all the questions once and repeat them again, then with a brief pause, and then at the end of the quiz I will be going through all the answers. As always, please don't cheat. And for anybody who's new joining the quiz, please take previous quizzes and send me through everything, and you'll appear on next week's leaderboard. And obviously if anybody misses a week, then just send me through what you've done in that week, and we'll put that onto the leaderboard. Instead of going through the full leaderboard, you should have a graphic going up right now showing you who's ended up going on. But first off, I will end up going through some of the new teams. So this week joining us has been Quiz on Your Face, who had a respectable 22, Dumb and Dumber, who got a good score of 18, A High Price to Pay on 15, and Desperate to Get a Pint on 14. So well done, and thank you very much for joining in this week, you guys. Just go through the top 5. So it's Only Me, 24, Vinnie's Crown Jewels on 25, Tipsy at the Tiki Bar on 25, Bloody Hell It's Pussy Glow and Boris on 28, which is a phenomenal score, and then The Cockwilling on 29. So that's incredibly good scoring this week all around by everybody. So clearly I made the quiz a little bit too easy for everybody, so I might have to make them slightly more harder, or you're all just getting a lot better at doing them. Again, I'm not going to end up going through every single person and every single one, but just to highlight the top 3, you've got Tipsy at the Tiki Bar on 65, Vinnie's Crown Jewels on 69, and the Cockwilling on 69. So there's some, obviously it's fairly close, and any week can end up boosting you up to being further up in the leaderboard, but it's a case of that. Well done to everybody who's joining in, and obviously let's see what happens after this week's quiz. You've got 1 to 5 pictures coming up across your screen, so I want to know exactly what country these flags are. Again, so 1 to 5 are flags, so I want you to tell me the country that these belong to. Okay, so round 2. Questions on 2016. Question 6. 2016 was a Summer Olympic year, but which city hosted the event? Again, number 6. 2016 was a Summer Olympic year, but which city hosted the event? Question number 7. On the 3rd of September, the USA and China both signed the Global Climate Change Agreement, but what percentage of the world's carbon emissions are the two countries together responsible for? Question number 7 again. On the 3rd of September, the USA and China both signed a Global Climate Change Agreement, but what percentage of the world's carbon emissions are the two countries together responsible for? Question number 8. The International Atomic Energy Agency announced that which country had adequately dismantled its nuclear weapons program, allowing the UN to lift sanctions against them in January 2016? Again, question number 8. The International Atomic Energy Agency announced that which country had adequately dismantled its nuclear weapons program, allowing the UN to lift sanctions against them in January 2016. Question number 9. In January 2017, the World Health Organization announced an outbreak of which virus that mostly affected Central America and was transmitted by mosquitoes. Again, question number 9. In January 2016, do apologise, I ended up getting my years mixed up. In January 2016, the World Health Organization announced an outbreak of which virus that mostly affected Central America and was transmitted by mosquitoes. What was the virus? Question number 10. Which Canadian singer had 5 top 10 entries in the UK charts in 2016? Question number 10 again. Which Canadian singer had 5 top 10 entries in the UK charts in 2016? Question 11. Which fictional place was Thomas the Tank Engine set in? Again, question number 11. Which fictional place was Thomas the Tank Engine set in? Question 12. Which TV show had a character called Greenback? Question 12 again. Which TV show had a character called Greenback? Question 13. Who was the main villain in the Thunderbirds? Question 13 again. Who was the main villain in the Thunderbirds? Question 14. In the 90s TV series The Queen's Nose, what everyday item gave the main character Harmony 10 wishes? Question 14 again. In the 90s TV series The Queen's Nose, what everyday item gave the main character Harmony 10 wishes? Question 15. In which Disney Pixar film is Carl Fredricksen a character? Question number 15 again. In which Disney Pixar film is Carl Fredricksen a character? Question 16. What is sake wine made from? Again, question 16. What is sake wine made from? Question 17. What type of meat is silverside? Question 17 again. What type of meat is silverside? Question 18. Which country invented gin? Again, question 18. Which country invented gin? Question 19. What does IPA stand for? Again, question 19. What does IPA stand for? Question 20. A traditional carbonara is made with which type of pasta? Again, question 20. A traditional carbonara is made with which type of pasta? Question 21. A rhea is a relative of the ostrich, but which continent would they naturally come from? Question 21. Again, a rhea is a relative of the ostrich, but which continent would they normally come from? Question 22. What is the Earth's prime source of energy? Question 22 again. What is the Earth's prime source of energy? Question 23. New York is on the same latitude as Dublin and which major Spanish city? Question 23 again. New York is on the same latitude as Dublin and which other major Spanish city? Question 24. What is the world's largest rodent? Question 24 again. What is the world's largest rodent? Question number 25. What is the longest river in the UK? Question 25 again. What is the longest river in the UK? Question 26. The Venga Boys came from which country? Question 26 again. The Venga Boys came from which country? Question 27. What links Bob Marley, Bruce Springsteen and Amy Winehouse? Question 27. Again. What links Bob Marley, Bruce Springsteen and Amy Winehouse? Okay, so question number 28. This is going to be another picture for you, so you should end up seeing that on your screen now. This is an album cover, but what I want you to do is name me the album. I'm not so bothered about the band, but I want to know the album. Question number 29, because you've had long enough to see that. Again, it's another album cover. I want to know the name of the album. And question number 30. Again, it's another picture, so that should be coming up now. And I want to again know the name of the album, not the band or the artist. So that's all your questions. We'll move on to the answers. So, round one, flags. Flag number 1 is Kosovo. Flag number 2 is Mexico. Flag number 3 is Iceland. Flag number 4, and this is a really difficult one. I'll be impressed if a few people have got this. That is the Vatican City. Not exactly the biggest place, but it's a very recognisable flag if you've seen it before. And question number 5, this might catch people out. That is New Zealand rather than Australia. So, round 2 on 2016. Question number 6. 2016 was a Summer Olympic year, but what city hosted the event? The answer is Rio de Janeiro. I'll say that again, Rio de Janeiro. Unfortunately, it's a little bit of a mouthful for me because unfortunately I can't speak. Question number 7. On the 3rd of September, the USA and China both signed a global climate change agreement, but what percentage of the world's carbon emissions are the two countries together responsible for? And the answer is 40%, which is ridiculous. Question 8. The International Atomic Energy Agency announced that which country had adequately dismantled its nuclear weapons program, allowing the UN to lift sanctions against them in January 2016. The answer is Iran. Question number 9. In January of 2017, the World Health Organization announced that an outbreak of which virus that mostly affected Central America was transmitted by mosquitoes. Sorry, I'll read that out again. In January 2016, the World Health Organization announced an outbreak of which virus that mostly affected Central America and was transmitted by mosquitoes. The answer is Zika. Question 10. Which Canadian singer had 5 top 10 entries in the UK charts in 2016? The answer is Justin Bieber. It seemed like a year when he just never disappeared. It was everywhere. Round 3, children's TV and film. Question 11. Which fictional place was Thomas the Tank Engine set? The answer is Sodor. Question 12. Which TV show had a character called Greenback? The answer is Danger Mouse. Question 13. Who was the main villain in the Thunderbirds? The answer is The Hood. Question 14. In the 90s TV series The Queen's Nose, what everyday item gave the main character, Harmony, 10 wishes? The answer is a coin. Question 15. In which Disney Pixar film is Carl Fredricksen a character? The answer is Up. Round 4 on food and drink. Question 16. What is sake wine made from? The answer is rice. Question 17. What type of meat is silverside? The answer is beef. Question 18. Which country invented gin? The answer is the Netherlands. Question 19. What does IPA stand for? The answer is Indian Pale Ale. Question 20. A traditional carbonara is made with which type of pasta? The answer is spaghetti. Round 5. Science and nature. Question 21. The rhea is a relative of the ostrich, but which continent would you normally find them? The answer is South America. Question 22. What is the Earth's prime source of energy? The answer is the sun. Question 23. New York is on the same latitude as Dublin and which major Spanish city? The answer is Madrid. What is the world's largest rodent? It's 24. And the answer is capybara. Question 25. What is the longest river in the UK? The answer is the River Severn. Round 6. Music. Question 26. The Venga Boys came from which country? The answer is the Netherlands. Question 27. What links Bob Marley, Bruce Springsteen and Amy Winehouse? The answer is none have ever had a UK #1. Now we're on to your album covers, so you should see your album covers coming up. So question 28, the album cover is Nirvana, Nevermind. Question 29, the album cover there is Blink-182, Enema of the State. And question 30, the answer is Fleetwood Mac, Rumours. Obviously, I just wanted the name of the album, not the band, but obviously if you got both, then I'm assuming that you've ended up knowing the answers. So, thank you very much for everybody. That's all your questions and your answers. Hopefully you've done all right. Thank you very much for joining in. If you send your results again, and thank you very much. Goodbye.